1, 2, 3.
Hold on to your butts.
So they talk about their exes for like half the episode and then they dance fight. Gee, where have I seen this before? No, really, where have we seen they fight and then dance fight? Star Trek, apparently now. Now it's Star Trek and not Cobra Kai. I could have swore I was watching an episode of Cobra Kai. Everybody's talking about their exes and their feelings.
Wait a second, you're breaking up with me?
Yes.
What?
And then they all turn into Vulcans. Oh, okay, so I guess it is Star Trek. They all do turn into Vulcans. And Patton Oswalt shows up, and he could show up in anything. He's in everything nowadays. He's in Ghostbusters, he's in Star Trek, he's on my damn Twitter.
He's a genius artist and a mathematician and a wonderful gardener. And it doesn't matter. Why am I even talking?
I am Mecca. Please subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for all of your help and support while I've been battling cancer. My disability claim has been pushed back 3 months due to them not submitting the form, I guess. I don't know. Please help. Please help. I don't know what I'm going to do other than review Star Trek and try and distract myself because that's all I know how to do right now.
2 hours of sleep. Both unacceptable.
I swear, I don't know if I'm just submitting to whatever is placed before me at this point with Star Trek, or I am just enjoying what I liked about Cobra Kai.
Wait a second, you're breaking up with me?
Yes.
What?
No, the relationship stuff was my least favorite part of Cobra Kai. This reminded me of an episode of Cobra Kai. Everybody talks about the relationship for 5 minutes.
Why did you not bring this up earlier?
Because he's my ex.
Each, not just total. Each person. 5 minutes on this relationship. 5 minutes on this ex and that ex.
Say not.
And then they go and do it again after everybody beeps down to a planet where they all have to become Vulcan. They can't just look Vulcan because these people, there's a pre-warp society that the Vulcans deal with. There's this loophole that, well, there's a prime directive. We can't tell that we're here and they don't have warp. But since the Vulcans made contact before the prime directive was in effect, they can talk to them. That's one of those things. So this alien species can scan people to know if they're Vulcan or not.
This feeling is unusual.
And that gets resolved in 2 seconds. They beam down to the planet as Vulcan, our away team, which is what? Captain Pike, who's now a Vulcan, La'an, who's now a Vulcan, Nurse Chapel, who's now a Vulcan, and Uhura, who's now a Vulcan.
My perception has increased.
Yes, they're all now Vulcan, and they're all extremely...
Everything I once found dull now seems to be...
focus on me. Focus. Extremely condescending to Spock. Hi.
fascinating.
We just lost focus. They're extremely condescending to Spock because he's condescending to everybody around them because he is a highly logical Vulcan when he doesn't like science and sing and dance fight, apparently, in this version of Spock.
These 42-minute shifts are killing me.
Was I entertained? Yes, I was entertained. Simka's in this.
You don't feel anything? No.
For about 2 seconds. Nothing's giving her the heebie-jeebies or the hooboo-jooboos or whatever the fuck.
That looks like fun.
Bunch of hibbity-jibbity is all it is. So Simka's in this from Taxi, and she was around in the 80s. She can't transform into a Vulcan, and LDS doesn't work on her either. Apparently, nothing works on her because she's some weird alien who was around in the 80s.
I wonder if the serum did not work on you because you're lame for that.
And did a little too much LDS with Spock.
I had the same problem with LSD in the 1960s and the 1990s.
Did they see that movie? I wonder. Probably not.
I think you did a little too much LDS.
My point is,
I lost July.
it's getting slammed. It's really getting slammed. Oh, here. Where's that article? It's not just me who's slamming it. That's actually an article. I have the wrong thing up. That one. It's all wrong anyway. Strange New Worlds needs to move past the Spock opera drama and get back to the final frontier. Even CBR is upset with this. This is a CBR article. I don't want to take time and read it, but when I'm saying it's Cobra Kai and it's just relationships, it's really taking away the Star Trek aspect. The big plot, other than the relationship drama, is now that 4 of our crew members are Vulcans, will they transform back or not? Do they like being Vulcan? They all decide they want to stay Vulcan. they all become arrogant a-holes to everybody around them, as you do if you're a Vulcan. And the one person who wants to stay a Vulcan is La'an, because it makes her such a warmongering, suspicious. She wants to start wars with people. It makes her absolutely awful. So she wants to stay that way, and they have to force her to revert back, which I think is against her rights as a patient, maybe. I'm not sure.
What decision?
Turning back into humans would be illogical.
I might be reading into it too much. Patton Oswalt's in this, and they need to call him because Rebecca Romaine used to have a thing with him, and they have too much chemistry, quote unquote. And she turns into a blithering idiot around him every time she sees him.
And it doesn't matter. Why am I even talking?
They need him to go in and mind meld and find their little Katra, their little soul that's inside, their human Katra soul that's inside of there. That's kind of an interesting tie into Enterprise and a lot of that stuff. We spent so many years with the Vulcans on Enterprise, with the, you know, exploring the Katra and their cult of T'Pau and all that good stuff, that yeah, okay, it would make sense that, you know, their soul wouldn't change, and the Vulcan soul is a thing that's established in Star Trek. They also would have not earned their Vulcan.
Last week alone, I spent 20 hours socializing. That is almost as wasteful as my 42 hours of sleep.
Superiority, quote unquote, by just taking that shortcut and having their DNA altered. Kind of a Star Trek-y premise, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, when it's not being a relationship drama that should be on the CW or Netflix. It feels like Cobra Kai. It feels like they just want to write for Cobra Kai at this point. It's just relationships and dance fighting. They decide that La'an and Spock need to dance in a fight and dance it out because she doesn't want to admit that the one thing that's missing in her life is romance. The one thing that's missing in my life is romance and money and enough money to live and survive cancer and chemo. That's all that's missing in my life, and I can admit that for sure, for real. But is that enjoyable Star Trek? No, absolutely not. It is not Star Trek. It is Star Trek premises sprinkled in the background of Cobra Kai, of the Cobra Kai relationship drama that has nothing to do with karate. It's like everything in Cobra Kai that's not karate that they had to fill in.
Wait a second, you're breaking up with me?
Yes.
What?
It's a filler episode of Cobra Kai. It's a filler episode of Cobra Kai, and I wish I could rate it higher than just 5 out of 10 because mediocrity is Strange New Worlds. Now, what does CW say about it? I didn't even read this. In a development only shocking to those who have not met any Star Trek fans, some viewers of Strange New World have a major gripe with the series midway through season 3. After all, Trekkies or Trekkers or Trekkies, if they cosplay, are a passionate, diverse, and attentive bunch.
Wait a second, you're breaking up with me?
Yes.
What?
I'm just a viewer at this point. I'm just somebody who views Star Trek at this point.
You don't feel anything?
No.
Oh, and in the article, it doesn't involve canon. We're not arguing canon or science. No, we're arguing that Spock is to relationship. This is a CW show. This is Cobra Kai. They're talking about their feelings. They're talking about all of that stuff. How does one solve a problem like Ensign Barricker calls him Hot Spock? Is he hot? Yeah, they're tired of focus on Spock and his love life on the Enterprise. It's not just Spock's love life, it's everybody's love life.
Peel me like a grape so I can get out of here.
But mostly Spock's. He has to be in bed with Nurse Chapel and now La'an, and I'm like, it's just Spock. What's so great about Spock already? There's nothing that great about Spock. I'm sorry, there's nothing so great about Spock that all of these women would be throwing themselves at him. Come on, we have some plans to explore out here, people. We have some new worlds and some new life to seek out and some new civilizations, and the fact that they just kind of threw away this whole line about this loophole about how the Vulcans can interfere with pre-warp societies that they happen to make contact with before there was a federation. Yeah, that's interesting to me. Ooh, fascinating.
Everything I once found dull now seems to be
Fascinating.
As Spock would say.
I like science.
This is less fascinating. I am Mecca. Are you guys still watching? Follow me over on Twitch. I've been playing a lot of Far Cry 4 and other things, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.